Men of Reddit, what is the best relationship advice can you give us women? Say what you mean. Don't dance around an issue. Don't make it a game. Be direct and just come out with it in a non-assholish way. You could save yourself a lot of time, potential pain, or the escalation of an argument that wasn't even on the table. That's for both sexes. We don't have to talk to consider it quality time. Holding your relationship hostage in every argument means you're a shit person with no real argument. Oh yeah. Then why are we even together? If I'm so shitty, then just leave me. I guess you don't care about our relationship then. Little compliments are really awesome. Also, talk about what you want and don't want, please. This goes for men and women. Good communication makes things so much easier. Don't cheat, fuck you Alice. If you hit or berate your boyfriend, spouse, that's abusive. It doesn't matter what gender the abuser is, and even if it doesn't hurt physically, it can really hurt mentally and emotionally. We can't read minds. Never think, we should know, what you want or are thinking. Don't take relationship advice from Reddit. Don't take any advice from Reddit. Sometimes us men really are thinking about nothing whatsoever. If we say nothing, it usually means nothing. People change for their own reasons. Don't get into a relationship with someone hoping he will change. Unless he wants to, it won't happen. Remember that love is a choice, not a feeling. Someone who loves you is going to treat you in such a way that you feel loved. If you don't feel it, and he has no interest in doing things to make you feel loved, he doesn't love you. He might have the hots for you, sure. That's not love. When you are with your significant other, put the #@% phone down. Nothing gets to me more than having a set time to be together and her constantly checking TXTs, FB, Instagram. When I am with my significant other, my phone is on silent and stays in my pocket so I can be focused and engaged with her. With my last girlfriend, I would spoon her and do the occasional boob grab, of course. Every once in a while she would big spoon me and squeeze my man boob. It was funny, cute, and strangely made me feel loved. Probably my top advice for anyone in a relationship: do not play relationship games. Just say what you want. Don't make the other person guess. Don't make them try to win you over. Don't play the silent game where they have to guess what they did wrong or guess how to fix things. And don't loyalty test them or whatever crap. If trust is lacking, tests won't fix them. Communication and trust will. If that doesn't work, tests certainly won't. Just say what you want. If the other person genuinely doesn't know and is trying, that's okay. Don't make it unnecessarily hard on them. Try to make it clear up front if you want him to find what's wrong with your outfit, or just give compliments when you ask how an outfit looks. The assumption is you just want a compliment, but if you actually want a second set of eyes in case you missed something, we need to know that. Sometimes men need space to relax and play video games with their buddies. It doesn't mean that they don't love you, but giving them some space is so important. Only a Sith deals in absolutes. Longevity in a relationship is about compromises both ways. If the other one is the only one who always has to bend backwards but you never do, you are not doing it right. We like to be the small spoon too. If you go into a relationship with a list of things he does wrong but you want to fix in him, neither of you will be happy. People can make small, incremental adjustments and concessions, but most people don't make sweeping changes to their personality and habits for the sake of another person. You have every right to break up with a guy who makes you unhappy. He has every right to break up because living with a constant reminder of what he isn't doing right is miserable. Both of these things can be concurrently true about people who are in a relationship together. Laughing makes us turned on when you do it. Communicate clearly. Men don't handle subtlety well. If we compliment you, take the compliment and don't say anything like, "No, I'm ugly. No, I'm fat." We're complimenting you for a reason, and it's not because we have to. The price you pay for an oil filter matters. Better filters last twice as long as cheap ones. Men rarely change. Be happy with your purchase before you buy instead of seeing potential in him you may never realize. If we say something seemingly offensive out of nowhere, ask what we mean instead of assuming the absolute fucking worst thing that could be interpreted. Don't treat your partner differently in front of other people than you do in private. Learning to recognize when you're being a bitch will go a long way. Don't fuck other people. Hug every hour. Even men like to be pampered and made to feel sexy. How you do that depends on your man, but but we absolutely love it when we receive it. We enjoy a comfortable silence. Not every moment need be filled with meaningless talk. That may not be a general thing, as silences can be awkward for some. Speaking for myself though, two people can enjoy one another's company in silence. Also, don't neglect the balls. Always remember that he is an individual, and not just an entity of class, man. Why do people love dogs? Seriously, why? They don't do much. They don't work. They don't do our taxes. They poop and don't even clean up after themselves. The only thing dogs do is provide affection. That's the answer. The secret to winning affection is to give it. All men want, all people want is to be wanted. Do what dogs do and be excited, be happy to be near us, and we will race around the earth to steal you the sun. The best advice I can give is don't be friends with an ex or someone you rejected. You're absolutely not doing them a favor, you're not letting them down easy. You're dangling a dream in front of someone who will never get it. Cut contact and leave. You're turning a broken heart into a festering one. Also, if someone is threatening self-harm, which I hear a lot of girls experience if you cut contact, tell someone, your friends, your parents, their parents, authorities, anyone. This is a very disgusting way of manipulation and it can really mess you up. Talk about it and get help. Same advice as I would give to any man. Don't play games. Games are stupid. I liked Bill Burr's advice. The best moment he had was when his girlfriend made him a sandwich and gave him a beer, said nothing, and walked away. My wife came upstairs, handed me a cold beer, gave me a kiss, and walked back down. It was the best. After I finished it, I immediately went down and spent a good 2 hours watching Housewives with her. Lol. Say what you mean and mean what you say. If you start seeing someone, and they start contacting you way too much and want to see you every single day right off the bat, just move on. They probably have codependency issues. Had a friend who did this, and every time he would throw himself totally into the relationship, it would last a month, and then it was like the world have ended until he met someone else a week later and did the same shit. I stopped hanging out with him. If you see a dude you like, go for it. I hate the whole, only the man asks, because that's the masculine thing to do. Nothing is hotter than a strong-ass woman who sees what she wants and takes it. Just call me Ron Swanson because powerful women are awesome to me. Don't date coke addicts. Be the one who engages intimately once in a while. What I'd give to have a girlfriend reach out and touch me without me doing anything prior. Means a lot to a guy. If you like a guy, not even head over heels, just if you appreciate being around them, just tell them. We don't ever really get compliments like this, so we often hold onto the ones we get for months, even years. Tell your friends you love them, and care about them. It might mean nothing to you, but it means the world to us. You can be first to ask us out. Break the stereotype that guys are the ones supposed to ask the girl out. I'm a woman, but if you have an issue with him, just fucking tell him. Stop dancing around and expecting him to know. He probably doesn't even know he pissed you off. He's not a mind reader. The sooner you actually speak up, then the sooner the issue is resolved. I see this in relationships around me all the time, and communication is such a basic, trivial aspect that so few people seem to make an attempt at. Also, be a bro, and hug him. Guys tend to be starved of physical intimacy. It seems fairly common for women, men also guilty, of trying to worm their way into a guy's life as a strategy to move things forward. Most guys seem to strongly dislike this. It can be very manipulative, and can seem to indicate we'll lose a lot of freedom if we move forward. See also, being very entitled to his time, especially if you just want us to be present while you watch TV. Bonus negative points for being on your phone while you want us around. The more you can keep yourself content without our effort and time, the more attractive the relationship is. Many men don't get the attention from women that women get from men. We're expected to give flowers, arrange a date, initiate romantic evenings, etc. Maybe not the flowers, but how about taking him out to dinner? Or a surprise date doing something he likes? Plan a romantic evening that centers on him instead of you. In other words, let us know you like us with more than just words. Most character traits that a guy has aren't going away. People change throughout the course of a relationship, but fundamentally core behaviors and beliefs won't budge. If you see a habit or trend you have to put up with that bothers you, ask yourself if you can put up with it forever. Relationships will have sacrifices, but don't assume you're willing to sacrifice your happiness forever to tolerate something, and don't assume they'll sacrifice theirs for you. Humiliating us in front of friends is never funny nor cute. Literally any positive attention. I'm incredibly lonely. Kindness and good personal hygiene go a long way toward making a relationship work. Also, men are tested enough in their lives by family, employers, schools, other guys, and society in general. Don't add to this by conducting tests of your own. There's nothing worse than coming home to a test after a long day at work. Care about their happiness as much as you care about your own. And don't settle for a partner that doesn't feel the same way about you. Just talk to us. Be there for us. Accept that when we're thinking about nothing, sometimes we really are thinking about nothing. We like cuddles, back, head scratches and massages too. Be direct.